I'm with one of the notable students on campus as it stands. The last time we had a convo, he was an aspirant, but now he happens to be the president-elect. Meet the president-elect for Akenten Apiaminka University of Skills, Training and Entrepreneurial Development, His Excellency Joachim Dzimesah.
Thank you very much, J, for having me.
Thank you also for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
How is the feeling? Now you are the president-elect.
Well, thank you very much. And first of all, I want to express my utmost appreciation to yourself and then your team for the earlier interaction that we had when I was in the race for the SRC presidency.
Wow.
Now the feeling, I would say it's a mixed feeling. Yes, mixed feeling in the sense that you have won the election.
Yes.
And now you have to get to work. And a lot of things are setting to mind. How are you able to deliver? What is the way forward? As much as going into the race, we had a roadmap for all our policies, but now we want to put those roadmaps into work. So I would say generally it's a mixed feeling, but it's filled with joy. It's filled with joy.
In fact, before anything, there's one reaction that you made the moment you announced the president, for which everybody is up to me as for you asked him to tell us the meaning of this. The video was circulating everywhere. You did something like this. Can you explain to us?
Yes. So I knew of course it was a contest of which we were competing for the primary motive or a particular office, which was the SRC presidency. Earlier I had 4 other contenders. We were 5 in the race.
Okay.
And then due to we not meeting the 50+1 requirement, despite securing 43% of the vote cast, we had to go for a runoff. So I realized I've been stressed.
The moment you heard of the runoff, what was going on in your mind? Were you afraid?
Yes. Wow. Yes. Truth is, I was afraid because a lot of people say that you have acquired 43. The figures can speak. Difference of over 2,000 votes. What is the need for you to be scared? But with my experience into elections, a runoff is 50-50 for everybody. Wow. And I do not underrate what my opponents could have done.
So in that aspect, what was the most crucial factor that led to your win?
I believe very well that the thing that really helped us was the fact that personally I was able to engage most of the students and to be able to sell my ideas to them. I tried my best to be on all the campaign activities that the team was doing.
I think after the main election, it was only you had about 2 days. Yes. Was it 2 days interval?
We had only 1 day.
1 day. So how were you able to meet all the people as you are saying?
You see, so that was, I'll make reference to earlier to the general election itself. I was able to engage a lot of the students. And despite we having only 1 day to campaign between the main election and the runoff, one funny thing was that immediately we realized it was a runoff, we decided that we're not going to relax. We're going to work. So as of Wednesday morning, the team was already on the street, still talking to the students that we are going into a runoff, we need your support and the rest. Before the final communique came from the EC, later around 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and then other opponents were trying to get their team. We were already on ground.
Yeah, now back to the sign. Explain the sign to us.
So for the sign,
yes,
as I was saying, I just thought at the moment when victory finally came, and then I was carried in the car and I met the crowd, I thought that like the crowd there was very huge, and casting my mind back to how much. Yes, seriously, I was amazed with the turnout, despite it being late. The crowd moving with us from autonomy, like from Opokwari to autonomy, back to autonomy to Atima. So I felt that I've been stressed. I needed to release some kind of tension, so I had to.
Tension. There's nothing backing it up.
No. Yes, there. It was just to signal that, like, we've kind of overcome them.
So you've not cut anybody's head off.
No. It was
so just, please, you didn't went to the you were just releasing stress.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
so what was the most challenging moment you had, and then how did you overcome it throughout the whole presidential race?
Yes, so the most challenging moment was the fact that I started with a very small team, and at a point we realized that the area to be covered was very wide and the team was not enough. It really affected our progress. And along the line, I want to say this here that personally I was the less resourced candidate in the race. I had limited funds. I had no external support coming from anywhere, and I needed to just get people who buy into my idea and help me rather than kind of resourcing people to work for me. And I want to thank my team. They did a marvelous work. I tell
Wow.
you, most of the team members, almost all the team members came out of dedication and commitment.
Wow.
So I would say challenges, it was starting with a small team. Resources were not available. But aside all, the best thing was we were able to win the heart of the student populace.
Wow. Which level are you?
Well, I'm a level 200 student.
So level 200, that means after this election, you can't go for the presidency again. So what are the future plans?
Well, you know, well, I'm a level 200, as I said, and the motive is that so every SRC president has one tenure.
Yes.
So we are in to serve. I believe that me being a level 200 student even gives me that kind of self-consciousness that after my tenure here, I still have a whole academic year to spend.
Yes.
And as much as I wouldn't like to be passing through corners, I have to be working on campus with my shoulders up and heads up. It tells me that I have to really deliver on my promises.
Yes.
But going forward, as an individual, I like to make impacts. So even out of the walls of Aamusted, I intend to champion some other leadership positions just to impact.
Yeah. The last time we met, you talked about the project you like to impact. God being so good, power has invested in your hand. So what first project will you start with?
Okay, thank you very much. So I think last I stated clearly that the major challenge we are facing at the students level is our lecture room infrastructures.
Yes.
And exactly that is what we want to embark on. That is what we want to champion. We are hoping that if the handing over is able to come off this semester, within the vacation, we should start engaging management and see how best we can be able to even make provision so that by next academic year, when we are coming back, we should see some improvement in our lecture room infrastructures.
Beyond your position, what legacy do you hope to leave? Okay.
And I believe in a statement that says that good name is better than riches.
Yes.
I want to live here being on record as the best SRC president that have served the interest of the students body.
Wow.
That is the legacy I want to leave.